Hello there. Ooh, it's a little bit quiet here, but you can hear the birds singing. We are up from Horrobridge today towards Buckland Monochorum. Probably nearer to Horrobridge than Buckland Monochorum in this car parking space here. And today we are going to try and get 13, well, we might not get 13, but there are 13 tours in this area on a place called West Down and Double Waters, which is the confluence of the River Tavy and the River Walkham. Berra tour is the main one, and then towards West Down, which is over there, and across the river there's a bunch more in a big circular walk. Most people wouldn't count this part of Dartmoor, but I'm going to count it. It's like kind of like an outrigger that comes out to the west of Dartmoor, but there's a lot of tours here, so I still count this as part of Dartmoor for the purposes of tour bagging, because there's just this large area of tours that just happen to be here out past Horrobridge. So for landmarks, there'll probably be a car park on the left here and away onto the small roads to Buckland Monochorum, and before that there'll be a little triangle-y plantation on the left, so when we pass those we'll be nearer to Berra. I wasn't expecting a field here, actually. What's this? We must be on this corner, so we've got to go around this, I think. Yeah, I think we have to go around this block. So now we're going down here to this little corner. Continue on, wrapping around it. Nice little woods here. I wonder if these are going to get green in summer. They're quite bare right now. It must be like deciduous. You can see, I think that track we're on before, going out on the downs, going right down to the valley. It's very nice and dry in here. Great day for it. And it's quite shady in here. So it's like letting a tiny bit of sun through. It's very warm. I heard a couple woodpeckers down here. Dugga dugga dugga.
So I can't hear because I'm...
You're deaf. Oh, your down jacket's doing noises.
I have to...
There. Do you hear it? It was just at intervals. There it is. You heard that? Yep. Can't see it though, it's probably out down there making a lot of noise wherever it is. There's a transmitter thing, pylon, that you can see from Tavistock golf links and quite a few places in Tavistock. Sits up on the hill. Can't tell if any of this is recent or not. Actually, that doesn't look very recent. I assume they just leave them there when they fall most of the time. Unless it's obscuring or blockading a path. Got another path going parallel to us. Maybe trying to join up. Now down at the confluence, pretty much on Goat Rock, there's definitely a bridge. But I was looking for another bridge on the map and I saw a different bridge which is down by Buckland, but it might go into farms or near people's houses. I'm not quite sure if it's a footpath past the houses or if it's just for the houses usage or something, so we'll have to find out when we're over there. But Bucktor and Buckator are down there. Two different tours, very similar names. I'm not sure if this path actually joins on to the path we're on or if it just goes parallel. Or maybe the path we're on sort of ends on the corner and re-picks up just around the bend. Oh, look at this hoop over the road. Bunch of houses down in the valley there. Not sure if I can see something that looks like rock over there, but not really sure if it is or not. Yeah, that's rock in the gorse there.
Straight across.
There's some houses down there, people living in the river valley.
Can I hear the river?
You might be able to hear the river. Oh look, there's a track that goes right down there. Well, there's a car going by down there on the track, but you might be able to slightly hear the river. Yeah, you can slightly hear it. So we're staying on the left here, hugging the wall. We're at this bit called Heel Plantation, I think. Yeah, should be. Continuing up this way. Not much of a plantation. Interesting. It's really hot out here in the sun. You have to shed layers now. Yeah, it's not much of a plantation in this corner. That's not what is entirely shown on the map, but we are going to be hugging this wall, and we are going to be getting it to the top of the hill on this side first. So I'm going to go with it and keep hugging the wall and keep trying to get past the car park and the cattle grid and the road that come out of Buckland Monochorum. Let's see what happens. This is quite an ideal spot for camping if they permit it here, I'm not sure. Well, it might be outside of the what they consider Dartmoor, so they might not tell you on the Dartmoor camping map whether you're meant to camp here or not. So I guess you play it by ear. But this is a good, there's a few flat places here I think, here and there, on the hill. So that was meant to be Heel Plantation. I don't know what went on there. Not much of a plantation. I don't know if I'm reading the map wrong, or if they cut that down. or maybe we're not there yet, or maybe we passed it. It's a little bit confusing. But here's the wall anyway, and I can understand the shape of the valley from the map. I thought it was snowy or something over there, but it's just like how the sunlight's falling on white grass over there on the tors near Great Links. Yeah, it's not snow. So we're going in a straight line here, and I think the road and the car parking and a big track will be something we cross over on our way here. Beyond that there'll be a circular field, but it's circular from above, so we might not be able to see it being a circular field because we're just going around the edge of it. So it's not a very good landmark unless you're looking top down on a map. There's a plane up there, couldn't see it for a moment, could only hear it. It's proper hot, I can see why the sheep are sunbathing. Look at this guy's markings. Actually, two of them have similar markings. Really interesting marking. Some kind of weird concrete thing down here. Used to be something. Horses there. Yep, and here's that parking and road. So we're on track, we're in the right place despite Heel Plantation being somehow completely gone. I told you. There's another weird humpy thing here. We've got tin mining and aerodrome stuff around this region because we're near an old RAF World War II aerodrome base at Yelverton. Cut down tree branches all along here. Maybe they're getting ready for a little bonfire, I don't know. There will be a left-hand kink in the wall we're following on the left, and then it'll be sort of straight on to the tor. Probably still wrap around the wall though if we can. Oh, I don't know if we can. Might have to follow this track. Let's have a look. This is not the tor, but there are some random rocks lurking around here. This, I think, is the circle farm or circle compound. I think there are some people over there where Berra is meant to be. So we're going to wrap around this circle farm. Easier seen from top-down maps. Yeah, and because of the shape of the valley over there, I'm very confident of our location because I looked at this on the maps and tilted and looked at the 3D view, so I kind of know the contours of this place now after looking at it so much on maps. Let's take this little track if it'll keep us over there. More rock in the track. Look at that weird kink in that tree. Well, you can see a bit more of how circle looking this field is now. I didn't think you'd be able to see it.
So you leave.
How's it going, huh? How you doing? Here's the end of the circly field, so Berra should be just around here. It's kind of up from where the circly field ends. There's some rocks over there. Some fighting flies for some reason. There's a rock over here. That's a little bigger. Let's try and find some bigger stuff. See what you can find. There's Is that liking? Oh yes. Are you liking this video so far? And there's some more rocks here. Ah. So there's little rocks around here. We're on a sort of a track right now. But up here, it's a pretty big one hiding behind the tree. Oh, and it's sort of a cliff down here slightly. Not a steep one, but oh, this. Oh, don't poke yourself on this. Oh, Jesus Christ. You see these friggin' thorn things? I almost poked myself on that. Gee, there's tons of brambles as well. There's this Taurus surrounded by thorns. Here's the big bit. Let's go down here a little bit. There's a lot of rock there. Gonna put my camera away and try going down here.
Doggy here.
Well, we're going that direction anyway, so if we come across them, maybe we can tell them their dog's missing.
Just going up there.
There's heading back towards the valley confluence. There's some rocks over there which are a lot higher up than Balstone Wood Tor, but maybe they mark the top of it, perhaps.
Oh, I just...
But yeah, it's down there steep in the valley, so we might not get to it. This is a lovely little track here. We're going down the weird kind of peninsula on this side that leads to Double Waters, I believe it's called. Yes, which is the confluence. And there's a rock that we're passing by. Oh, it's coming. Okay, the dog is following us at last, so it might stand a chance of finding its owners. Come on, doggy. Yes. Yes. So we're heading for Balstone Wood Tor. Balstone Wood Tor. Hope I got that name right. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's only little. Now, I don't know if you can hear it, but these ferns are clicking. They're clicking in places, kind of like Rice Krispies. Yeah. Can you hear that? All by themselves, they're clicking. I wonder what that is. A lot of balking back there behind us. I wonder if the dog's found its owners or if it's a different dog or what. So here is unknown. Dad's on a flat bit of it. Unknown tor near Balstone Wood Tor, or maybe it's a stack of Balstone Wood Tor. Yeah, perhaps this is the top of Balstone Wood Tor. Let's tap it just in case it is. Oh, there's a little track down there, and that's useful. Yeah, I don't know if that's the same dog or a different dog back there. Oh, this is where we've come. A lot of tracks there. There's definitely more rocks in the forest here. This can't go without being a tor, so I think this is part of Balstone Wood Tor. But I know it's kind of like a cliff, the extent of this. Alright, so let's have a look at the steep valley without falling off. Here's this second top stack that's actually under the tree cover, whereas the first is out in the sunshine. Careful on the leaves there, Dad. Yeah, I can hear the roar of the river down there.
Just get me walk right when you get to the top.
Yeah.
Like it's just straight down. Just,
Yeah, maybe if you're below it and you look up, you'll be able to see the cliff bit that's bigger than this. I'm just carefully edging around here. And I'm just going to pause for a sec, guys. I thought I saw a furry thing on the ground, but I didn't. Yeah, so there's a big cliff here. This is Balstone Wood Tor, because Balstone Wood Tor is meant to be a big chunk of rock on a very steep hill, and that's exactly what this is. And I think you'd be able to see a lot more of it from below. Maybe there's a path down there, but I don't know if it comes close enough to look up at the tor. Anyway, with these, okay, you can't see it here, but with some of these loose leaves, it's pretty dangerous to be too close to the edge, so I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna get close enough to see things, basically. Useful. So, there's rocks there. Going down, that's a very steep hill behind. I'm not sure if you can make out how steep that is on camera, always the way really. It's shame cameras can't do that. Well, I wonder if you have a fisheye lens, do you see steep hills better through that? Not necessarily, because I've watched videos like that. There's a gorse bush here. We are on a big rock here. You can see through that gap, kind of. Sense of height, maybe. Okay, I'm not going to go down there. Look how distant that is. Go too close to that, I'll get vertigo. Not vertigo. What the fuck's it called? Acrophobia. That's the one. Alright. Oh, we can see sort of the cliffy bit from this jutting out bit we're on. Yeah, some of them look like kind of overhangs. Ish. Let's go back up here. Through these big gorse trees that have decided to grow here. I can hear some balking off to the right. Wonder if that's the dog again. Some whitish rocks here, moss covered. Some birches, I think. It's a shallower hill over that side actually. Yeah, there's a big cliff down into the river valley there. Wow, it's a cool place though. Dad must be further up, hopefully he is. I reckon people might have used this slightly shallower hill to get down to it. Thing is, once you start climbing down there, you've instantly made a steep hill for yourself to come back up. It's this stuff. This stuff is a bit crappy to tread on in these kind of terrains. And the odd branch. Yeah, I reckon people got down to it. Maybe down that way. Can I climb up this? This looks a bit loose. I've already made a little crappy place for myself. Ooh. Try walking up between these. I'll have a look over here. It's a big tree that's fallen in this direction, uphill. That's interesting. I think that's a birch, isn't it? Isn't that called silver birch, that whitish tree? And there's a track here. Might be worth following this track actually, I don't know. To get to the next tour will be Virtuous Lady Crags. There's a big bee here. Whoa. Yeah, so we're kind of seeing the tour from side on now actually. This gives a good view of it. There's another rock just here, part of it I guess. This is a bit of a view of it. Kind of. Can we get the trees to line up? Trying to get a good shot of the cliff face to be honest, with all of it in for a photograph. Maybe like this. Have a look over there in a sec, Dad.
Tom, I've got a question for you.
What?
They drop down there.
Yeah, it's very steep, very in places. So not only is there this rock, but Dad pointed out there's one beyond it down there, another stack. think Virtuous Lady Crags is named after something called Virtuous Lady Mine that operated around the bottom there. Heading down, which is good because that's where we need to be going. I'm not sure how close the tracks pass to this tour, but it is down there near Goat Rock, which is on the confluence. Apparently a black insect landed on my neck and Dad flicked it off. Don't know what it was. So we just need to keep heading to the confluence, really. There's a few more. I don't know if that's a rock stack or an uprooted tree, but it might be a rock stack. We're still heading the correct direction. My direction, I think. I think I heard people calling for a dog. Hey, it's those people. I can tell them about their dog now. Oh, I can't get up. Can I get up there? I might be able to. I don't know if I can shout to them. Look, this big rock here. There's a big rock here. I just informed the dog walkers about their loss of dog. I think Dad's just gone off to do the same thing as me. The track here actually splits off. I came to a higher one. That keeps going forward. This one sort of goes down. I'm not sure which one to take, to be honest. Might keep taking the higher one for now. Alright,
They were walking along.
this right hand one curves up onto the top, but the top has a main track that goes all the way to the bottom of the peninsula anyway, so we might as well follow it. Here's that track again. It goes from this peninsula all the way up to where we're parked, basically. So, useful track if the second bridge doesn't work. It's a nice image of the valley. Actually, we might be parked lower down than this. I don't know. Here's where that comms tower is, and here's where we're going. This is a nice track, actually. This is a very well-worn dirt track.
Oh, actually, hang on.
Love this view over here of the pine trees and things.
On the river bank.
So I was seeing a rock. Yeah, it's kind of near the riverbank. I don't know if I can see the rock now, but I saw a rock down there. I wonder what is this like? We'll try coming off to the side when we go down. It's a pretty good background.
There's probably tracks along the sides of the river.
Yeah. This can't be a bridge, it's only on one side. Maybe it's boxing in where a pipe comes out. Oh, there's a bit of it's like a gorge, or it's like like tin mine workings or something. Weird. It's very it's like a trench, a very deep stone trench. Wow, just ends right down there.
It's not a waterfall, there's nothing on
No,
the,
it's. I think it's man-made.
Oh yeah, it must be. What's that for then?
Is it blasted out? Maybe it's part of the Virtuous Lady mine.
Could have been. What's this hole going under the road?
Oh, there is a bit of a hole down there. There's a bit of a cave. Oh, is that maybe it's a mine opening or something?
See, that's what I'm saying, and that was the way out before you've been level, maybe.
I don't know if you guys can see that. There's like there's a cave down there that could be a mine opening or something. Oh, I can get down to it a little bit. Might be able to actually go down to this thing and have a look at it firsthand. It's like a little road. I wonder if I can get down to the tour from here, if it's here. Wow, look at this. I hope there's not like holes underneath me or anything. This looks like a bit Insectopia. There are flies beginning to fly around. Wow, that's a mine opening. Like a stone mine opening.
That sort of pathway there, is there a big drop towards the end of it?
No, it dips down a little bit after the entrance. There's a little ramp and then it goes in. I hope there's not a bee making its hive here, but look at this. Yeah. I don't know how long that goes. Should have brought a torch with me. Hello. Yeah, I think it keeps going. Wow. I don't know how. Can you see that, guys? Maybe the camera can add to it. Maybe it is blocked off when you're in there. That's creepy. Well, I've just watched 127 hours, the movie, so I kind of don't feel like going in places like that. Although this isn't the same. What?
There's no signs around saying site of an old.
No. Okay, let's just go up here and have a glance around, see if we can see that tour from here. That's cool. I can see the river from here. So I think there were rocks back that way when we looked down. Might have to come back down here maybe to find those. Right, so down here we're going to have something called Tavy Cottage and a disused mine, and the track is going to turn right for a bit. There's like a gate over there. I wonder if that's Tavy Cottage. Well, they probably drive up this in a 4x4 or something. That's why they've made it a proper track, I think. Because there are houses down here. Don't know if this is the best route for their cars, or if there's a road on the other side or something. There's a big mound here. Is that rock?
No,
maybe this is it.
That door there.
Is this the Virtuous Lady Crags? Maybe this is it. Yeah, I can't see that very well from the other side. It's in vaguely the right place. I mean, it's meant to be down here by the river. I mean, that sure looks like a rock lump to me. We've got a nice track going up beside it. Let's hope the sun disappears behind it. There we go. Yeah, man, that's all rock, I think. That's not compacted soil, is it? No. This is them, I think. Let's go around it a little bit. We've got trees growing out the rock here. Let's say I've touched it. There's a lot of rock. It's not a very shapely tour, it's just a huge mound. Thought I saw a cool bird there. Never mind. So there might be a second mound there behind that holly bush. There's this giant mound here. I'm going up past the holly bush anyway. Useful having this track here. Yeah. There's a second stack up here. It's quite fun, this track. You can jog along beside it. I like it. Yeah. It's pretty huge. I thought we would have to go backtrack down that mine thing to find it. but it's here. It looks taller from down here. So now the track goes back on itself for a bit.
What's all this like?
Well, there was a mine working here, tin mine.
Oh.
So this,
Oh,
there is a lot of brown coloured rock here, yeah.
yeah, it could be spoiled. Then.
Could be spoil from the tin mine.
No, just a whole load of little pebbles.
Different colour rock, I suppose. Dad spotted an old tin working building here. Let's go and have a look. Yeah, it's a full-on building. 4 sides caved in now, but this track might take me to where he's going actually. Yeah. The corners are piled high, but the sides have collapsed in. I'm taking this lower track, hoping it goes parallel to the higher track. The map seems to think so. There's a little ditch there for something. And there's little walls buried about here too. Another track over there going the same way. We've joined on. And here's the river. Which one? I'm not sure. I think this is when it's joined together. Nice. There's a sea of blue over there. And a river of blue. I think the bridge is still where it should be. Wow, I wonder if that's part of Goat Rock. There's a huge rock over there. Is that just riverside cliffs, or there's a massive rock there? This lovely little pool. Look at these pools down here. That kind of makes me want to have a swim. Yeah. And it is actually the first hot day of the year, 17 degrees. So it feels like that kind of day. It is like a little boxed off pool away from the river. People must have used this. There's like even sand in it. Oh man. There's some people over there on the far bank. I'm hoping there's going to be a bridge. There's meant to be a bridge. Just want to jump in. Damn. Gotta keep walking though. 13 tours, what have we done? 3? This is a lot cooler place than I anticipated. Little rock pools down here. This is quite a cool place. I didn't think it'd look as good as this. Yeah, always close to rivers. Remember when we well, remember how big the cavey is in Tavistock, and then remember how big the Walkham is in that woods under Gem Bridge. It's about right, isn't it? Yeah, it's up there. There are some people with a dog. I think it's over there.
No, because there's something coming from the right there.
All right. Yeah, no. The one we're crossing is only one river, so it's this. Yeah, the confluence is up where those people are. They're already on that side. That's Goat Rock, actually. You can see the rocks sticking out the tree?
Yeah.
That's like a Y-shaped corner. On the Y-shaped corner is Goat Rock, and then the bridge should be just over the one of those rivers. It'd be so cool to camp just around here somewhere. You can find some flat land. I suppose the river would be a bit noisy in the night, it'd wake you up and stuff, and there'd be insects a lot more, but it's a very cool place. So if this is Goat Rock coming up, and it's in the right place. That big thing we passed up there, is that a tor or just like a cliffside riverbank? There's a sawdust here, like sand. Someone's been chopping up a tree. Maybe to keep it off the path, I expect. What the hell? There's like rocks up there like a tour. What the hell? There's another one. There's even more of it. What's going on? What is going on here? That's 3 things here that look like a tour that aren't on my map. I mean, here's one right here. It's a bit bright in the sun. Look at this. That's not the Virtuous Lady Crags. And then this one beside it that I'll call second stack because it's so near. Dude. These are 3 extra tours I didn't think I was going to get. Are they named? Wow. They look kind of cool as well. These aren't on my map and these aren't goat rock. I have to check for names of these. This is a really cool place. Flat, not messy, easy to navigate, dry grass, not tons of mud or bog to get stuck in. Cool sandy river crossings. Look at how you access the bridge. You go over some rock pools. And there's Goat Rock is up behind the bridge there. Jeez, what a spectacular area. Just outside Dartmoor with a bunch of tours for you to find. Let's do what Dad did. Crossing rock pools. Little pools. Get refreshed with water from the river, so they're probably not just standing water, no, it's all flowing and everything. Clean, mostly. These bubbly steps. A little bit warm. And we're on the West Devon River. There's a confluence down there. We're crossing the Walkham. And another cool sandy area.
Can you get me water in a minute?
Yep. That's a cool tour as well. And this over here is the River Tavy.
There's more.
There's more of it, huh? They're kind of going up that way anyway. Water gets kind of deep down there. It's a big deep pool there. Kind of separate from the flow, it's on a step. It's even deeper beyond that line there, but this is a little pool. I'd swim in this. This is a cool swimming spot.
Yeah, the second one is almost as big as the first one.
Yeah? Let's go see.
So there's a track around it as well.
Yeah. Second stack Goat Rock over there. There's a giant pebbly beach there. Look at this place. various tracks going alongside it. Let's go for this gap maybe. There's little tracks maybe going around that and a third stack. Whoa. This place, man. This is like some kind of gemstone. I was going to say on Dartmoor, but in Devon. This is huge. Look at the shapes the rock makes. Oh. Sorry.
It's alright, it's okay.
Oh, these are a little bit, well, it's not as slippery as it looks. The shapes are kind of slippery shapes, but it's paths going up the tour. It's a big tour and they've wrapped a bunch of paths around it. It extends all the way over here, look. What the hell? You could actually explore this tour as if you're trying to look around it, and it'll take you a while to find out all the different parts of it. And look over here. Dude, I hope you're able to camp here. You should be able to camp here. People should camp here. They're not going to bother anyone. And it's just an awesome place to camp. And there's Goat Rock from behind there. Dad's down by the bridge, I think. And gives you a sense of scale of it. And it's still going on, all the way up here. It's still going on, it's all the way over there. Dude, I can even see some rocks like right on top in the trees there. They look like a high up stack. Still Goat Rock. And there's a track here that looks to wrap around it just there. Maybe we want to be on top of it. Not sure, have to look at maps. Grey sandy beach. I didn't expect to be on a beach today, but I suppose it's a river, so it doesn't count. The waters are so damn clear as well. So that's a Walkham that runs all the way from up near Great Mist Tor and Merivale Quarry. Moor and Tor videos you've seen in my gallery before. And then up there's the Tavy. Obviously runs up from the Tavy Cleave Tours and Ger Tor and all that. Let's go back to Dad. The little yellow friggin' butterflies flying around. Where's he gone? Where's he gone? He went over there. What's this? You can't say private waters and put it on a river. The river's not private, come on. River's for everyone. No fishing though, not no swimming. Dad's talking to a couple I passed earlier. Confluence, double waters.
BM.
A B there. Oh yeah, BM. Yeah. And then this has a G. There's a G over here.
We'll look that one up when we get back.
Yeah, it's just a W. Is there something on the other side?
Still one of those
There's nothing on this side.
route markers.
So it's a nice day for walking and tour bagging for me, but Dad's legs are feeling bad, so he wants to draw it to a close. So it's a nice place to visit this, especially this area at Goat Rock. So I'd kind of like to visit this multiple times, to be honest, on sunny days like this. So it would be good to come back here a few times and pick up the tours. But Dad's legs are feeling weak apparently, so we have to head back to the car. We picked up a couple of unexpected tours though. That was good. Might have done 5 tours, I'll have to look back. But yeah, 13 in all with the ones that are registered on the map. And we'll pick that up in 2 visits, I think. Come back here. Anyway, this track is useful because it does seem to, on the map, go straight back up to where we're parked. So I didn't know that. We're just starting to get to know the area better. Hopefully we know a little bit more about the geography on this side. If not, up on West Down, which is the hill on the other side where Goat Rock is. I wonder if that family of walkers found their brown and white dog. The bog created by the river, I think. Being so close, must run off through the ground to here. Another Cessna up there somewhere. What is that tree? That is very weird. It's twisty. I don't think that's a silver birch. The entire tree snapped off, but let's see what it once was. What's this? There's another tour up in the woods here. That's quite big. Just had a look at the map, and there's a house over there, and in line with it on the map is Buck Tour, so I think this is Buck Tour here. This is not a mystery tour, unlike the other 2 that we saw. Look at that big spike on top, like that is one hell of an overhang. Imagine if you sat on that, that you would definitely be on an overhang.
Yeah, and then look at this from here.
Oh yeah, it's even more of a spike from over here. Pride Rock. We did manage to claim another one on this side. I mean, up here further up, and I don't think we'll reach it on this track, unless I'm wrong. There's Bymore Wood Crags, so I'll have a look at that, see if our track goes near that. Bit of run off here. There's weird pipes coming out of this one. And no, this track does not pass Bymore Wood Crags, at least it won't be on that side. It'll be when we get up the hill a lot further, and it'll be on this side, and it'll be quite a bit further down, to the point where I don't think you'd be able to see it from the track. You'd have to go off-road a bit to get to it. And there's a little tiny stream or leat there as well, I noticed on the map. So tiny crossing might need to be done. Reach some houses on the left here now. Now I wonder if there's a way to that second footbridge after all these housing compounds have been passed. That was one question I was wondering about this area. Yeah, I thought that might be a tour or something, but it's actually just, I think, dirt. It's a fake tour made of dirt. Oh, there's more. I don't actually know what these plants are. Look at this. This isn't hawthorn, this is something else. There's a bunch of these here. They've got these big broad leaf things, like garden bushes. Oh, nice. They must have only just come out. Spring's only just started. Here's the housing compound. There's the hill of West Down on the other side, where there's something like white rocks, I think. We saw 2 sets of rocks on that side though, so there might be one unnamed. So the footbridge that's meant to be down here should be in line with the last field after the housing compound on the left ends. Could be an animal hole. Yeah, maybe.
Looks very recent.
Maybe it's the gaps between the roots, or maybe it got dug out. Opens out a bit. There's where those first rocks were by the double telegraph line thing. Don't know if that's the white rock or if the other one to the left is. Weren't you? I think I've seen some. Yeah. Or a grouse, I don't know. Is that pheasant or grouse? Pheasant, I think, yeah. Doing some nature photography. There's a bunch more of them down the hill Dad's seen apparently. 2 or 3 or 4. You see that other contender for white rock might be in that gorse field there. Unless it's none of those things. And it's up top. Oh, we're at the edge of the field compound here, and there's a little track that comes off. I wonder if this is the one that goes to the footbridge. Yeah, well, the track goes over it. I can smell a dead animal around here. Something gross. But, yeah, I think the footbridge over the river would be over there somewhere. So maybe this track goes to there. Although I still think it has to cut in a little bit to part of one of the fields, so I'm not quite sure how that's done. I'll have to look at the map a bit more or approach it from the other side and see if it's doable. Bit of silver birch shedded bit there, stripped away. Got holes in it. It's a full-on road now. And you can see some tors back there. I'm not sure what tors those are, and they're behind some houses. I guess in Orebridge. Cars too. So I guess around that edge there would be Raven Rock 1. Would have to be just inside the woods there. That's the one we missed. So on our side somewhere there would be Sticklepath Wood Tor. I don't know if we're quite at, I don't know, Bymore Wood Tor would be maybe somewhere around here. Big those things are up close. It's like a fighting machine or something. And compare it to its sister one down there. So the area of rocks underneath it must be quite big.
Oh, there's a sheep house.
I'm guessing that must be buy more wood over there. Sounds like a joke. Buy more wood. Lovely bright white silver birch there. This is probably buy more wood now on the left. Bunch of fallen down trees there, that's a shame. But at least they weren't cut down trees. Little lamitos. They got those markings on, the weird badger markings that the ones up the top of the hill had. Black over the top of the eye. High-speed bounder. How you doing? That's a different track there. It's a straight line from the car park up to Brunel Rocks. It's quite deep grooves cut here for a Land Rover. And there's a bench. Good time to stop and do an outro, I think. So I've got my map out because there's quite a few here. So today was a trip to Berra tour and the surrounding tours. Still got a bit to do. We did Balstone Wood Tour, Virtuous Lady Crags, Goat Rock, and we got Buck Tour. So there's still a few more to do down here. Thank you for watching.